Hello everyone, I am Rohini Desai. I am a faculty from Vidyalanka School of Information Technology. I am here to give you a brief idea about how to use DML commands in DBMS, how to execute DML commands in Oracle software. So here I am just first of all going to brief you about how to use different DML commands. DML means data manipulation language. How can we manipulate different data in DBMS? So starting with first command, that is create table. So here we will understand how to create a table. For creating a table, first of all you need to declare a table name. So create table, this will help you to give a name to a table. And next is you have to give a name to your column. So what is basically a table? Table is nothing but collection of rows and columns. So here first step is to declare a name of the table. After declaring, you need to define the columns. So what are all the columns which you are going to use in the table? So first column, second column, third column. Along with column, you are supposed to specify the data type which is required for that particular column. Data type can be integer, varchar, depending on the type of data which we are going to insert in that particular column. So this will help you to list your different columns which we need in our table. Okay, so here I have specified one example, that is create table employee with first column name is, so here table name is employee, column name is employee ID with data type integer, int, emp ID. Next is ename. Ename is nothing but employee name and data type is varchar. This 30 is nothing but a size of characters which we need to insert in our column. So 30 is a size. Job varchar, again 20 is a size. Hire date. Now this is another column which we are going to insert. Here I am going to insert a date. Okay, attribute. Now date, need date as an data type. Salary is again integer. So this is how we are going to create a table. We are going to see practical implementation of how to insert, how to create table in Oracle. So next command over here is insert. For after creating table, you need to insert data into a table. How to insert data? So for that there is a syntax called insert into table name values. So here you need to specify the name of the table in which you need to insert the values, and here just you need to specify the values that you need to insert. As we have created a table, for that itself I am creating one insert statement. Insert into employee. Employee is my table name. Values. So this values you can decide by your own, but there is a way of writing it. If it is an integer value, you can write it directly. So first one is my employee ID. So I have inserted it as 1. Second is employee name. So while inserting character details, you need to use single quotes. Next is again assistant manager is what? A job. It is again varchar. So I need to insert in double quotes. Again there is a hire date. There is a date data type. So you need to insert all the details in single quotes. Similarly, 50,000 is just a salary. That is an integer value. You don't have to insert it in single quotes. Similarly, I am going to insert this list into my database. After inserting all the statements in my table, after inserting all the details, you need to see how the details got inserted into a table in the form of rows and columns. To view that table, you need to use another statement called as select statement. Select statement can be done with the help of that is select statement. Select star from employee. Select star from employee will help you with display of all the details of the table which we have created till now. Now select statement will help me to display this list, means this table with details like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 with all this information which I have inserted in the table. So this is just a visual display of your entire table. Can be done with the help of select. Now what is DES employee? This will help me to describe your employee. Describing employee means it will help me to know the details of your column and what are the data types which we have applied on that particular column. So this all things we are going to see in practically how we are going to implement. Next is update and delete statement. Another DML command is update. Update statement means if you need to make any changes in our table, we use update statement. Update syntax is update table name. So you need to specify the table name. After that you need to set the values for which you need to update the detail. So you have to specify the column name and the value. Similarly, you can specify multiple columns for which you need to change the value. After specifying the column value, you need to set the condition. Condition can be set with the help of where clause. Okay, by using where clause we can specify the condition. So for this we can see one example. Update salary of employee to 70,000 whose employee ID is 2. So this is a question which is asking me to update a salary of an employee to 70,000 whose employee ID is 2. So how I am going to write the query? Query is update and specify the employee as a table name. I'm going to set a salary. Salary is my column name, which is equal to 70,000, where will help me to provide the condition, that is employee ID is equal to 2. So what this particular statement will do, this particular statement will update the salary of an employee whose employee ID is 2. So the new salary of this employee is 70,000. This is what your update statement is. Next is delete statement. Now delete is basically used to delete the single row from your table. Single row, as well as instead of that I can say matching rows in your table. Okay, so here I can say the syntax for delete is delete from table name where condition. So I have mentioned one question, delete employee details whose employee ID is 3. So I need to delete the details of employee whose employee ID is 3. So what I will write, how I will write the query? Delete from, I need to specify the table name, where I need to specify the condition. Condition is what? Employee ID should be 3. Whoever is having employee ID as 3, the details need to be deleted. Okay, now after this what I am going to do is I am going to show you practical implementation of how we are going to create a table, how we are going to insert the details in the table, and how we are going to update and delete one by one. Okay, so what I will do direct after this, I will just copy this create table. Now I will show the steps how to go to Oracle. Okay, so you have to go first of all to Oracle Database 10G Express Edition. In that you have to go to database homepage. Click on go to database homepage. Once you click this, it will open one browser. In this browser, you need to log in with specific credentials. So this you can set while installing your Oracle Database Express Edition. So I have set them as System Tiger. So I am inserting my details. If I log in, once I log in, I'll be having a GUI with some different applications shown. This can be administrator, object browser, SQL utilities. So we need to go for SQL. So if I click on SQL, it will be taking me towards SQL. So I need to do what? I need to execute SQL commands. So what I will do, I will click on SQL commands. As I click on SQL command, I will be finding this window. In this window, you can see there is one bigger space which is available. This is helping us for execution of SQL queries. Now after writing queries in this particular box, I need to select that particular query and I need to click on run. After clicking on run, it will give me output which will be displayed in the result. Okay, so what I will do is I will quickly write a simple create table. I will just create a simple table. Create table employee I'll just create a simple table. So I'm writing create syntax over here. Means I'm creating an employee table. Create table employee. Now I need to insert what? Columns. So initially I will just insert two columns, EMP-ID, with I need to specify what? A data type. After EMP-ID I can insert ename, employee name, which is varchar. I need to specify the size. I have specified the size. Next is I need to insert job. Job is again going to be varchar. So I am again specifying the size for job. Then I am specifying hire date. So for that data type is again date. If you want, you can use underscore also. It is up to you how you need to insert details. I will write salary and I will specify the data type as integer. So this is how I have created a simple table. You can see create table, employee is a table name, EMP-ID is a column, integer is a data type. Similarly, ename is a column, varchar is a data type, job is a column, varchar is a data type, hire date is a column, date is a data type, salary is a column, int is a data type. If I select this entire query and if I click on run, so you can see the table is created. Now this table is not going to have any records yet because I have not inserted any details. So to check whether I have any single record in my table or not, you are supposed to write select statement. So how you write it? Select star from employee. What is this select star? This star means you're displaying all the rows which are present in your single table. So if I select this particular statement and if I click on run, you can see no data found because right now I have not inserted single data into this particular table. So after this, next step is to insert details into my employee table. So how I will do that? By using insert statement. So insert into, I will write employee because I need to specify insert into table name. My table name is employee. Then I need to specify the values. What are the values? Now EMP-ID, as I told you, it is an integer, no need to use single quotes. Now employee name, if I write employee name as Rohini. Next, if I give job is HR. Next, if I specify hire date. Now please remember, for writing date there will be some format like DD, MON, YY. Okay, so this is how you need to specify the date while inserting date into your table. Now the last remaining part is salary. I need to specify the salary. It should not be in a single quotes. Okay, so I have specified all the things. One is EMP-ID, second is ename, third is HR job, hire date and salary. See, it is mandatory to fill all the details into your insert while inserting data into a table. If you left anything blank, it will give you error. So we will click on run now to execute this statement. If I click on it, it says insert missing select keyword. Why this error was there? I have purposely did this because if you only write insert into employee, see, if I miss a single keyword from this, it will give me an error. So what I need to specify over here is I need to insert values. See, this is case sensitive. It is mandatory to specify all the details while executing the query. So I need to specify insert into employee. I need to insert what? Basically I need to insert values. If you write only value and if you left this S, still you